Alright, Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks, real or fake. There's a video out there on YouTube, probably like 25 million views, and I've seen the video and immediately I knew that that wasn't Bruce Lee, but a lot of people that I encountered brought to my attention that they've seen the video and they asked me if I've seen it, and a lot of the people that asked me, they actually thought it was Bruce Lee. I knew it wasn't him. But at the same time, I thought that maybe the person that was playing Bruce Lee was actually able to do that with the ping pong. But later on, I talked to my student maybe about a couple weeks ago, and he said that wasn't even real either. So the whole actual skill of playing ping pong with the nunchucks was not real. The person playing as Bruce Lee was not really Bruce Lee. The whole thing was just fake. There's an article out there that explains it all, and I'll put the article in the description section of this video. You can read it for yourself, and you can also watch the video. It says Bruce Lee playing ping pong with nunchucks, real or fake. A video allegedly shows Bruce Lee playing ping pong against two men while using nunchucks instead of paddles. Is this video real or fake? It's not real. The video, which was circulated on social media regularly since late 2012, was a promotional spot created in 2008 by Nokia for a limited edition Bruce Lee cell phone. An actor played the part of Bruce Lee. The award-winning commercial was produced by JWT Shanghai and was created to look as if it were filmed back in the late 1960s or early 1970s. A Bruce Lee lookalike was used. The three men playing ping pong mimicked the motions of an actual game, but did not actually use a ping pong ball. A ball was edited into the film after the fact. At first we see Lee beating a single opponent, then taking on two opponents at the same time. There is also a video of Lee lighting a cigarette with his nunchuck as it dangles from another man's mouth. Originally only a 10-second teaser video, teaser was released and it amassed over 700,000 views in the first 24 hours. It was only after the full version of the spot was released that it became apparent that it was merely an advertisement for a limited edition Bruce Lee phone. It is interesting to note that the commercial only showed the phone for a few seconds at the very end. So, I mean, that's the reality of what it was, and I just wanted to bring this up to show like how easy it is for people to be deceived. I've met a lot of people out there that actually thought it was Bruce Lee, and then they would always use that as an example, like, wow, he was just so amazing, like super fast, and they would always bring up the ping pong thing, but it wasn't even him, and that wasn't even real, and it's kind of like that's what's happened with Bruce Lee's image. Is like they start coming up with things to say that he did when he didn't even do it, and then they use that as a way of like glorifying his legendary status. And I think that that's kind of a shame, that they don't really look at his real work and what he's really done, like just his movies and his books, but they'll start coming up with these fake things and start glorifying those aspects in which to promote something that's not even achievable. And I am all about being inspired, but I'm about being inspired by real people that are able to achieve real things. That's why I really don't like it. I really don't look up to anybody that takes the steroids. Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, all those people in the bodybuilding, and all these UFC fighters taking steroids, and everybody in WrestleMania taking steroids. It's like so many people taking steroids, doing something fake. And then here it's like, I already knew it wasn't him because I've studied Bruce Lee, and I know how he moves and know how he looks, and I know about him. So I already knew it wasn't him. But then people that don't know him that well or study him that well, they actually thought that was him. And then they have this belief that he was able to do something like that. And turns out nobody in the world was even able to do any of that. you know, I thought it was just some talented Asian guy that was able to do that. But no, that's not even real at all. It was all, you know, using camera tricks and computer tricks, and you know, it's just like with all the stuff on video and all this stuff in the movies, we're just so much more easily deceived, you know. And I think it's a shame because I just don't really like the idea of presenting something false for people to believe, in which to um, it's like we're already surrounded by so much fantasy out there, so much fake stuff. It's like, when can we have something real, you know, something real to be inspired by, opposed to, you know, people on steroids and all this Photoshop stuff, you know, all these women photoshopping their images to, you know, putting it out there, making it seem like this is how they look when it's not how they really look, you know, airbrushing out all these wrinkles and pimples and changing the size of their, you know, you know, the way their figure looks, just to present this image that doesn't even exist. And I think that that's wrong, you know. Just like this commercial is presenting something to the people that is not real, and not being forthright and straightforward with it, and just saying, hey, you know, this is not really Bruce Lee, and this ping pong thing is not even real to begin with. It's just, you know, cool computer tricks, you know. But when you make it appear as if something is achievable, when, you know, when it's not, it's wrong. You know, just like, you know, in the Olympics, they cracked out on steroids because it's not right to just have people do all, you know, break all these world records while they're on these substances. You know, because it's like, is it the human effort or is it science? You know, and science can do amazing things, but when it comes to hard work and athleticism and art, we want to see something that's genuinely real, opposed to something that is artificial. You know, and that's why I wanted to bring it up, and also just to also put out there the real information, so then more people will know that this whole nunchuck video is, first, not Bruce Lee, and second, it's not even real at all. You know, nobody's able to hit a ping pong with such accuracy with the nunchuck. You know, and Bruce Lee couldn't do it, and nobody in China is able to do it, or anybody in the world. This is just all fake things that are being presented as if it's a real thing when it's not. You know, and that's what I want my channel to represent, you know, like promoting real things, you know, real people, real life.